Okay, so it's my day to do the vlog, but I'm filming it now as I walk home because when I get home I'm not doing anything that requires talking because I am not in a good mood right now. So excuse me if I'm not like all peppy and cheery as Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday were. Yeah. So anyway, this week is Stereotypes. And I have a quote, but I'm going to put it in the description box. I'm not going to say it in the video, just because I don't remember what it is at this moment, but I have it. It's going to go in the description box. Anyway, so basically this week is stereotypes and bullying stereotypes, and it was my theme this week, and so that's why the whole reason behind picking that was I had seen somewhere end girl-to-girl bullying, and I was like, what about all the boys that get bullied? Should they still have to be bullied just because they're not girls? Yes, when you think of bullying, maybe you do think of the mean girl going over to the overweight girl and saying you're fat or something, but like a lot of times a girl can be bullied by a boy can be bullied by a boy, and a boy can be bullied by a girl. So, you know, it's so many things, but only like one thing gets across. And then I just saw this video the other day after we picked this topic, I think it was this week, and it was one of my favorite vloggers, and they were like, let's end the bullying of teen girls. I'm like, what about the bullying of boys? I'm trying to figure this whole entire thing out. I'm sorry. This isn't scripted. I don't do scripts. So yeah. It's raining too, so. I just don't understand why people, only think that it's girls, only think that it's boys, because in all reality, it's both. It's, okay, personal story time. I am bullied occasionally still to this point, but I don't let it 1,000% get to me. But oops, the car's coming. I don't let it get to me, but when I was in 6th or 8th grade, I was bullied by both boys and girls. A majority were girls, yes, but there were boys that hated my guts too, simply because their girlfriends hated me or whatever. And in 6th grade, honestly, why did people have girlfriends and whatnot? To me, it just makes no sense. But anyway, there was this one guy who I used to not be fat, by the way, and I used to be really skinny. Not really skinny, but skinny. And this guy would tell me that I was a hippopotamus, and I had a big nose. And basically, really affected me because he would call me Pinocchio Gloria. If you haven't seen Madagascar, go watch it and you'll know who Gloria is. And I think everybody knows who Pinocchio is. And, yeah, so that really just got to me, that a boy would go and say that to me, as well as girls were coming up and bullying me, but boys would bully me too. My brother, if you watch my story on X Can You Feel the Love X, which is my own channel, and the character is Luke, and it's in Count on You, Lucas, he has a speech problem like my brother does. My brother was born with hearing problems, and as you know, deaf people, they cannot hear. Well, my brother isn't deaf, but deaf people, since they can't hear themselves talk, they never know how to improve their speech. So my brother wasn't deaf, but he was born with hearing problems. So he basically spoke like a deaf person, and he spoke like that until about the time he hit puberty, and after years of speech therapy. But my brother was bullied. Boy was bullied in elementary school, and it did result to him being very angry. He had a lot of anger issues because he would try to defend himself, but when he defended himself, they'd make fun of him more because he didn't sound right, I guess you could say. And so boys get bullied too. And not just by boys, they get bullied by girls. And it is a big issue. But everybody wants to ignore it until it happens. And they say that, oh, LGBT bullying isn't that big of a deal because, oh, they bring it upon themselves. No, they don't bring it upon themselves. Nobody deserves to feel like crap, ever. So that's why I wanted to do this topic this week, and that's just how I feel. I feel, that everybody gets bullied at one point, or everybody's a bully at some point, maybe. I've never been a bully, but I just see it happen. And then this summer even, I was a junior going to be a senior. This kid going into his 10th grade year was making fun of me for my unibrow and for my weight. Okay, because we were working together for job training. Okay, let's ignore the fact that, that's so wrong that he's picking on somebody that's older than him. But, again, a boy picking on a girl. It's so stupid. And I just think that it's ridiculous. So how many people think that bullying is just girl to girl and that it doesn't matter? Bullying does matter, and bullying should be a talked about subject. This is getting really long, but I didn't have a script. So anyway, that's just my point. I'm very happy to end out the week for everybody. Next week, I am not sure what the topic is going to be yet. It's Michaela's turn to pick, so she's going to message me and Natalie and Kylie. And thank you all for supporting us through this first week. For the record of how things will go, this week we did not have a video collab. We will try to have one next week. Things were just so crazy this week. But yeah, so we're gonna have a video collab probably every Saturday. But on Mondays, it is Michaela's turn to post. Tuesdays, it is Kylie's turn. Wednesdays, there's a break. Thursdays is Natalie, and Fridays are me. And then on Saturdays, we will try to post a video collab at least every week covering the topic that we spoke about. And the topics will vary each week. And I know that people want to join this channel, but we're not taking more members right now because we want it to be small. And it's not trying to be cliquey, it's just trying to be small and not have too many members because we want it to be able to easy to contact each other just in case something happens. So that's it, basically. I hope you all have enjoyed this week. I hope that you all have a great weekend, and I hope that you stay subscribed. I hope you see what you like. Comment below with your stories of any type of thing, and we will try to get back to you if you have any questions. Again, you can always message us at our main channel, which is this channel, or you could message our personal channels if you only want one thing. My name is Taylor. My account is X Can You Feel the Love X. Then Michaela is Michaela Marie X. Kylie is Kylie Loves You. And then Natalie is X I'm Wide Awake X3. And all of those channels are linked onto our main channel. So to this channel. So go ahead and message us if you need advice or help. And if you email us on this channel, whoever sees it first will answer it and they'll put their name. So yeah, that's just basically all I'm going to do, and I'll put my quote in the description box. And I hope you all have a good Friday and a great weekend, and just remember that you can make a difference. One word can save a life.